is unfortunate. Among the 28 who've died in the terror attack in Pahalgam, there were 3 who belonged to the forces. So 3 brave hearts have been lost in the Pahalgam attacks. There's Lieutenant Vinay Narwal of the Indian Navy, who was deployed in Kochi from Haryana, who was shot dead, and IB officer Manish Ranjan, who was posted in Hyderabad, gunned down in Pahalgam. Then you have also Tej Helyang, IAF corporal, who was also killed in Pahalgam. 3 names that have emerged, all with the forces. The question will be about whether that's why they were targeted. That's why you had this attack taking place in this particular location, to also ensure that all those who were from the forces there, and we understand there were a few IB officers as well, that all of them in particular were targeted. Let me bring in Mir Farid for more on that. He's reporting from Pahalgam. Unfortunate really, Mir, that we've lost 28 lives. 3 of them belonged to the forces, and it's raised questions really about whether the terrorists knew about the identity.
Definitely, Arshita, because right now you have the investigation that is following every possible angle to this particular attack. In fact, it will become more extensive once you have the NIA and other agencies coming in. But the very fact that there were officers from the Navy, IB, and even from the Army suggests that this could have been they could have been knowing in prior that this is the attendance here, and that they've gone ahead with the attack. Or it could even be coincidental, considering that they were here for a holiday, and you have many people, officers from the Army, otherwise, who come to Kashmir for holidays with family. So it could be either of the two. But in case this is that's being pre-planned and they knew in prior that this is the attendance, then obviously this is a cause of huge worry. This tells you that they had informers in the system inside who gave them this information about the presence of these people. So it is worrisome, and obviously it will require proper investigation to find out what's the truth, who are the insiders, if at all there are, and they need also to be identified. So this is going to be a multi-layered investigation where there are so many angles now to this. Every testimony, every time you speak to a victim, you will get something new to hear on the modus operandi of the attackers. Now we come to know that they were fitted, they had the body cameras, which is obviously the style and the way Jaish and Lashkar operate of late in Jammu in the name of People's Anti-Fascist Front. They release those propaganda videos, post that just for the fair ops. Now this is psycho fair ops that they want to ensure through the use of social media. So that also is happening here, and don't be surprised in the coming days you'll find TRF coming out with similar body cam images. So this is another angle. So all these things are coming out, and as I said, right now they're planning for the Home Minister's visit. Higher officials from the security forces, local administration are already here, and they're waiting for the Home Minister to land in a chopper, which can happen anytime from now.
And let's be very clear, the TRF may try to put out these images as a reminder of some sort. We will not put it out here on India Today. It's propaganda. It's nothing beyond that. Such pictures being put out, putting out cameras on their helmets with the clear intention to then put out those pictures on social media and try to provoke, try to threaten India, try to question us. We will not give them any space for their propaganda, essentially. But focusing on this news break, and Gaurav, I'd like to bring you also in on this, about whether there's a possibility that this location was targeted, these officers were targeted because of the fact that they belonged to the Navy, the Army and the Air Force.
So, this is a very critical point, because there is one bit of information that India Today broke a short while back, that, there was a big group of government officials who were there. And if I may, there was a very crucial cabinet huddle that will happen, the Cabinet Committee on Security. Home Minister Amit Shah is in Kashmir, the External Affairs Minister is with the Prime Minister, the Defense Minister is coming, the Finance Minister is rushing back from the United States of America, cutting short her visit to the United States. So the moment CCS is here, this is a clear indication that the Cabinet Committee on Security, which is the highest decision-making body, Akshata, on security issues, they will then sit together and decide the next course of action to be taken in response to this. war being waged, this proxy war being waged on India by Pakistan state-sponsored radical Islamist terror, clear indication that this does appear to be an inflection point when it comes to dealing with Pakistan terror.
This will mean that the government is planning what is the next step for retaliation. It's something that Home Minister Amit Shah spoke about. It's something the Prime Minister spoke about when they put out their messages on social media. They said a very clear message will be given to these perpetrators. Our resolve to end terror is unshakable. So it's on that message that they will now work towards. When you see that meeting, the Cabinet Committee on Security coming together at 6 p.m. this evening, when they're going to be discussing the Pahalgam attack, the aftermath, the answer with regards to what our response will be. Let me bring in Himanshu Mishra for more details on that. Himanshu, we're seeing that the cabinet huddle as planned will take place this evening और जितने भी यूनियन मिनिस्टर्स हैं सब वापस दिल्ली आ रहे हैं इसके लिए.
देखिए, मुझे लगता है अगर सीसीएस की बैठक शाम 6 बजे है तो उससे पहले गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जो हैं वो दिल्ली आ जाएंगे और उसके बाद जो है सीसीएस की बैठक होगी. अगर आप देखें तो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जब सऊदी अरब की अपनी जो विदेश यात्रा थी उसको कट शॉर्ट करके दिल्ली आए, सबसे पहले उन्होंने एयरपोर्ट पर ही जो है एनएसए अजीत डोभाल, विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर और विदेश सचिव के साथ मुलाकात की, पूरा फीडबैक लिया और सरकार की तरफ से अभी तक क्या क्या स्टेप उठाए गए हैं उसकी जानकारी ली. और उसके बाद क्योंकि सीसीएस की बैठक के अंदर जिन मंत्रियों को शामिल होना होता है वो उनमें विदेश मंत्री, गृह मंत्री, वित्त मंत्री और रक्षा मंत्री. वित्त मंत्री जो है भारत से बाहर थी विदेश दौरे पे, वो भी अपना कट शॉर्ट करके दौरा जो है वो भारत आ रही हैं. गृह मंत्री कल देर शाम से जो है वो श्रीनगर गए हुए थे और वहाँ पर लगातार वो रिव्यू मीटिंग ले रहे थे और जो भी सरकार को कदम उठाने हैं वो डायरेक्शन दे रहे थे और साथ साथ वो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ भी जो है वो पूरी तरीके से जानकारी उनके साथ शेयर कर रहे थे. तो अब जब गृह मंत्री वहाँ से लौट कर आएंगे और पूरी जानकारी के साथ आएंगे और सरकार ने क्या क्या स्टेप उठा लिए हैं ये सारा एक ब्रीफ जो है वो सीसीएस में दिया जाएगा और सरकार को आगे क्या रणनीति के तहत काम करना है ये भी जो है वो सीसीएस की बैठक के अंदर चर्चा होगी. रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह, विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर, गृह मंत्री अमित शाह और वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण अगर आती हैं तो वो भी सीसीएस के अंदर उस वक्त शामिल रहेंगी. एनएसए अजीत डोभाल के साथ साथ जो है आईबी चीफ वो रहेंगे, गृह सचिव, विदेश सचिव के साथ साथ जो सेक्रेटरी हैं वो वहाँ रहेंगे और सेना की तरफ से जो है सीडीएस वो इस बैठक के अंदर शामिल होंगे. तो एक तरीके से पूरी तरीके से सरकार इस चीज़ को इंश्योर करना चाहती है, पहले जो स्थिति है जो है उसको काबू में करने के बाद जो है अब आगे सरकार की तरफ से क्या रणनीति होगी और क्या आतंकियों को इस घटना का जवाब देना है ये सारा कुछ जो है सीसीएस की बैठक में चर्चा होगा.
Okay, so at 6 p.m. is when you're going to be seeing that meeting. As Himanshu tells us, Home Minister Amit Shah is currently in Kashmir. He's headed to Pahalgam and then after that will be leaving directly for Delhi. So he will be there for the cabinet meeting at 6 p.m. in Delhi in person. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be there, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jayashankar and also Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who is in America, is currently on her way back to India. And that itself tells you how seriously the government is looking at what's happened in Pahalgam. The focus now will be on that meeting at 6 p.m. because that's when we'll really know what the government is looking at in terms of retaliation, in terms of response to Pakistan and to Pakistan-backed terror.